Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is David Novak. Earlier today I watched a video in which a young woman was talking about Emily Pike. Emily Pike is a girl who was murdered, foully murdered. Her body recently discovered in Arizona. This young woman in the video was saying, we must not let Emily Pike become simply another statistic. We must remember her name. And I thought about that. As a longtime practitioner of poetry, I recognize that one of the prime values of poetry is simply to fix memory in place. Over the years, I've come to somewhat doubt that that prospectus, that aim, and really begun to wonder what it's all worth remembering stuff at all. I personally don't have a very strong memory, but then when one considers the political situation in the United States of these days, and you witness people such as our Republican Party led by Donald Trump and his ilk, and one thing that they really desperately desire is for people to not remember things, not remember, say, the origins of this country, not remember both the ideals of this country that were espoused at its founding, and also not remember the tragedies and heinous crimes also equally present and equally strong at its founding and even prior to its founding. The Republican Party and that ilk want us to forget everything. So my gut reaction is, well, if they want you to forget, if they think memory is bad, then I take it the opposite way. Then we should remember. So given that poetry's function in large part is simply to fix memory in place, and also given that in my history as a poet, I have done more than my share of poems in memoriam, I decided to undertake the task. Not that something that I come up with is worthy of the attempt, but even the famous poem about the Tay Bridge disaster has served poetry's function admirably. You can easily Google it. I think I have a recording of it up on my channel, which I can link to in the description box. So even if the resultant poem is not for the ages in the anthology of the 300 greatest poems or what have you, even so, it is fulfilling its function. So I undertook the task of writing one for Emily Pike along the lines of what the young woman espoused in her video, just as a contribution. In some respect, while poetry can fix this person or that person, this war or that war in place, there is no way everything can be encompassed in the ambit of poetry's memory fixing devices. But given that impossibility, this or that instance here or there must suffice as a stand-in for the others. And we are in a situation where young Indigenous women, or just Indigenous women in general, in my country, the United States of America, are supremely at risk of predation, of violent crimes, and of murder. Well, let me just go ahead and read you the poem. This is titled Death of a Young Girl, Murdered 2025. Heavenly God, the dam does break. Tears flow as from a broken dike, as we from a bad dream awake to a worse nightmare. Voices quake, speaking her name, which on us holds its claim. Emily Pike. Suddenly fell catastrophe, as from dark heaven the lightnings strike, leaving the sight for all to see, illumined hell's brief brilliancy, crashing her name, which on us holds its claim. Emily Pike. She strode alone into the dark, girl unprotected, but a tyke, for predators an easy mark. So one extinguished her life's spark, heedless her name, which on us holds its claim. Emily Pike. We, in this wicked world bereft, may never reinstate her like. Girl's giddy gladness merely left in memories, as devoid of heft, cling to her name, which on us holds its claim. Emily Pike. Lord God, alone amidst the storm, each one in conscience feels the spike which calls for justice. We perform ablutions grievously the norm, weeping her name, which on us holds its claim. Emily Pike. My small contribution to the memory of a girl untimely taken, and taken in a horrendous manner. Thank you very much for stopping by my channel.